Right, I've got a bit of a problem with my power hammer in that I've got some other dies, and this is a rounded die for going in the top. I've got one for the bottom, but the problem with this die is the actual width of the dovetail is about 0.3 of a millimetre larger than all my other top dies, and subsequently the actual keyway, the key, doesn't go all the way through. So if I just take this key out, copper mallet, I've got my block there, so if I take out this die, I'm not going to put the locating lugs there. So if I hammer that in, it's not going to go all the way through. And the problem is, if it doesn't go all the way through, you can't hit it with a copper mallet to drive it out. And if you then start using a punch, you end up knackering the end of the actual key. So what I'm going to do is have a go at making a new key out of some 4140 or EN19. I've got this little bit of 30mm offcut, and I've done the calculations, and I've got enough material here to make a new keyway, starting out to make it about 20 by 10. So I'll forge that out to be 20 by 10, and then the intention is, once I've got it as 20 by 10, use that as a spacer in the vise, in the milling machine, to give me the correct angle. To then, I'll first of all mill it to rough shape, and then probably finish it on the surface grinder. I'm still working on how best to do the grinding on the surface grinder, whether I incline the magnetic table or whether, again, I put a vise on the magnetic table and use that as the guide for the correct angle in the vise. Anyway, we'll see how we go. It might be you never even see this video. One thing you'll notice here, I've got these blocks I make up for maintaining a certain depth or certain thickness of metal. So this is 10mm, these are 10mm blocks. So if I put that on there and I start hammering, it'll only go down to 10mm because that is the width these will start hitting on the top die. So I've got one for 10mm, that is 12mm, 16mm, and then I've made up this other holder for doing other things. I want to be careful I don't knock my block out. So this one, I can make up all manner of different tooling to go in and then be secured with a bolt there. Obviously I haven't tightened that up with the bolt properly, but that was for doing 8mm, I think it was. Or I've got a half round bottom die I made up, which again can go in there. I've got 3 bolt holes on the end, so I can choose where to go, and that's for holding other dies onto the main die. I actually use that one for making a flatter, which is over on the wall there. So we'll see where we go from there, but the first thing will be to forge this bit of 30mm offcut to 10 by 20. Then I can start doing things in the milling machine to tidy it up and start to get the angle right. I'll do as a starter. So yesterday I forged this out of a bit of 30mm offcut. I left it in the forge overnight to cool down, and just miking it up on the width. 10.36, 10.45, 10.37, 10.24. So we're just over 10mm, which is what I wanted. 10.39, 10.38, 10.37. So actually quite consistent on width, or at least on, yeah, whichever dimension. There we are, 21.3, 21.23, 21.21. So again, not bad. What I'm going to do, I've been debating this overnight. I think I'll put it in the milling machine and just skim this face. Once I've skimmed that face, I will then put it in and skim that, and then start thinking about starting the taper by milling it on that face. So I'll pick which face is best, put a mark on it so I know I've got a point of origin, and we'll go from there. Right, and I've just picked the best side, the best side for flatness, which seems to be about this side. So I'll put some parallels in the vise. That's it, parallels are tight. We've got a 15mm cutter in. Right, that's a nice skim. So now be to skim the two sides. There's a bit of crap there. Right. And we give it a light tap, it doesn't need. Yeah, that's tight. got a swath to remove. A nice machined face, another nice machined face, and another one. But we now have got to get it the right width, to the width of the existing keyway, so I'm going to measure that in a minute. Right, the existing key is 18.7. So we currently stand there at 20.09. Let's move it over a bit. .20. And if we want to be 18.7, we got 1.5 to remove. So we'll probably take off a mil and then go from there. And I have just thought about something. .4. No, 19.25. .2. So I've got half a mil to go, but because the existing one is 18.7 and I want to use it underneath this, I need this to be 18.8, so I got 0.4 of a millimetre to remove. So we'll remove 0.4. Right, so I've got this piece of material so far machined down on 3 faces. So we've actually got it machined down now to 18.8. The other end says 18.71, so I have got a bit of a run out in the milling machine, or in my machining. 18.73. 18.78, so we got about a 0.1 of a millimetre run out there. Right, my intention is to use the existing key as a template to get the angle right for my machining my new key. So I'll stick that in there. Everything's tight. Right, I'm just going to check where I've got to. So the existing key's underneath, which gave me the right angle. So now I just need to mic up and see where I've got to. By the looks of it, I still need to take some more off. Right, let's put the locating lug in. Right, we'll just try this with the new die. Yeah, we need to take some more material off. Probably our 0.3 of a mil. Right, we're going to have to take 0.3 of a mil off. Let's make it 0.25, just to be on the safe side. So that's it, I've just taken off 0.275, and again I've used the existing key below it to give me the angle for the machining. Right, I'm just going to give this key another try now that we've taken a fraction off it. Looks like it could still do with a fraction more. I think we'll take another 0.1 of a mil off. Yeah, about another 0.1 off. Right, I just took off another 0.12 of a millimetre. See how close we are now. Get rid of some of the crap on that. I think that'll probably do us. Do a bit of sanding. Just need to take the corner off. Yeah, I'll just take the corner off. Right, I've just given it a bit of a sand and put some marking out blue on it. And just rounded the corner slightly. And give that a try. Looks like a nice tight fit there. And, let's have a look. So not quite as good as I would hope. So we haven't got much in contact there, but we've got plenty of contact there. So it almost needs sanding a bit heavier this end. But otherwise the corners are clear. Right, I've just given it another quick bit of a sand more this end. That's better. That's better. Yeah, we're getting more contact along the length there, so that'll do us. Right, now do I harden it and temper it, or just leave it as is? Because it looks fairly good as is. I think that'll do us. Good. Right, I will just cut this a bit shorter so it doesn't catch as it's going up and down. That'll probably do there, won't it? Right, cut that off, round it over. Right, I've just shortened it. There's our die. There's our die. And good to go.